It's time for Halloween, the spooky season, and it's time for Halloween, the spooky season. We get to wear whatever costume and mask you want, and I'm not wearing this one the entire time. Hold on. Well, that's better. So, welcome to the Halloween season, where we're going to be talking about one of the greatest slasher films of all time. And I'm talking none other than Scream. Alright, okay. So today we're talking about none other than Scream, one of the greatest slasher films of all time. Today I want to discuss one very important detail in the film, which was extremely smart. I'm not going to be talking about who was under the mask, Bill or Stu. Those videos have been done before. Although knowing who's under the mask for one particular scene is very important. So without further ado, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into today's video. So when Sidney Prescott first gets attacked, we know that it is Stu who is under the mask, and we know this because of his style. Whenever you see him holding a knife over his head in like a goofy, dramatic way, that is Stu. Billy is more tactical and he's more practical, where Stu just is Stu. So we know that when Sidney Prescott first gets attacked, this and that, it is Stu, not Billy. And we also know it's Stu, not Billy, because when Cindy sees Ghostface, and a split second later, Billy's going through her window. It's a quick change. There's no way that Billy was able to do that and get to the better window in time. Billy was there the whole time. I mean, obviously Billy was there the whole time and just went into the window at a certain point because they weren't gonna kill Cindy right away. It was all planned to just scare her and not kill her right away. So when Billy goes in the room, he gives Cindy a big hug, and a cell phone falls out of his pocket or whatever, where he had it. And Cindy starts to freak out because Cindy sees his cell phone and is like, whoa. Is this some kind of joke? So Cindy's thinking that Billy is the killer. And she's absolutely right. Just a quick little side note here. One of the reasons that this film is pretty scary. I love this movie. I watch it all the time. One of the reasons that this film is so scary is because it's true. It's not a true story, but it could be true. It's so realistic that it could happen. Anybody could be a killer. Your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It doesn't matter. It's not just some demon with a hockey mask that just can't die no matter how many times you kill it. No, this is an actual person. Very realistic. That could be anybody. That's what makes it so scary compared to like a demon that haunts your dreams and things like that. Now, back to the cell phone. Billy drops the cell phone. Sidney thinks he's the killer, which she's right. Billy gets arrested. They take the phone that he dropped and search the phone records to see if he called Sidney or the other, and to check his phone records to see if he called Casey Baker, played by Drew Barrymore. And obviously the police check the records, and Billy is not the killer. So obviously Billy has a cell phone. Just high school having a cell phone. Why not? I mean, it's kind of funny. Also, back in the day, those cell phones are like pretty big. And Billy has a cell phone. You know, Billy's parents are pretty rich. He has a big, huge house. So Billy probably has a cell phone too. They never checked Billy's phone. But who would suspect? I mean, they never checked Stu's phone. Stu's family is rich. They have a big house. I kept saying Billy for some reason. But Billy and Stu both have cell phones. That's why they can able to call these different numbers, this and that. And that's also why you have one person on the phone when the Ghostface is doing something. Because there's times when you see the person on the phone and you see Ghostface, but he's not carrying a phone. So that right away should have been a clue that there are two killers from the get-go. But they never checked Stu's phone records. If they checked Stu's phone records, they would have seen probably Stu was the one that called Casey and the one that called Sidney. From the beginning. Now, I don't know which cell phone was used here or there, whatever it may be, but for all you know, they could have used a payphone. For all you know, they could have used a different phone, different this and that, whatever. Or because back in the day, with the cell phone technology not being as great, for all you know, Billy's phone was the one that called called Sidney and Casey, and the phone he dropped in the bedroom was Stu's phone. Either way, he dropped the phone to get them off his trail. It is a very smart move because throughout the entire movie, up until the end, we had no idea if he was the killer or not. He, right off the bat, left a mark that threw the police off his trail. It was a way to say, I had nothing to do with it. If there was one killer. Obviously, the two killer theory wasn't an option. People just thought it was one person in the Ghostface mask committing these murders. If they considered that there was two people, then they would have probably checked other cell phone records. And if they checked the cell phone records of Billy, of the phone calls, and said that Billy's phone didn't make those phone calls, why couldn't they go to Sidney's phone and Casey's phone and try to find a number that called? Unless, back in the day, they had the *69 or whatever it was, maybe. That's the only thing I could think of. Either way, it was very important for Billy to drop the phone. Because if he didn't, he probably would have gotten caught earlier. Him dropping the phone was a key aspect of him able to continue the killings that he did. So, hit that button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below your favorite horror movie, your favorite horror franchise, whatever it may be. I'm just curious, I want to know. And just enjoy the spooky season. While you're down there, check out the merch store. I got a ton of cool merch that you can check out. It really helps me out a lot. Hit that join button where you can get that access to future videos like this before anybody else. And I'll see you guys next time. Before you go, make sure you check out that video right there. And yeah, it's a good one. And enjoy your Halloween.